Welcome to the criminal imagination. The victim's gone, the story is not. Most crime novelists of the Golden Age were British. Agatha Christie, Marjorie Allingham, Anthony Berkeley, Dorothy L. Sayers, Michael Innes. Their American counterparts, S. S. Van Dyne, John Dickson Carr, and Ellery Queen, followed a similar formula. These writers shaped their best-known work between two world wars, 1914 to 1945, a period curiously labeled the golden age of crime fiction. But what made it golden? And golden for whom? From today's vantage point, the title drips with irony. Because in these tales, crime wasn't romanticized, it was sterilized. Murder was dressed in etiquette, dismemberment came with a monogrammed handkerchief, bloodshed, yes, but never on the carpet. The Golden Age writers inherited their dainty morbidity from the sensation novelists of the 19th century. But when the earlier writers were scandalous, the Golden Agers were meticulous. They weren't aiming for realism, they were building puzzles. This era of crime fiction was obsessed with structure. Locked rooms, closed circles, murder by timetable. The plot puzzle was everything. So much so that the characters themselves became incidental. They weren't people, they were clues. Detectives like Poirot and Marple weren't investigators, they were referees. Try this. Imagine a detective novel where the sleuth gives up halfway and spends the final chapters visiting his elderly parents. It wouldn't be charming, it would be sacrilege. Because these stories ran on an unspoken contract. Solve the crime, maintain the illusion, keep the blood polite. Take the murder at the vicarage. The victim, Colonel Lucius Prothero, is despised by every soul in the quaint village of St. Mary Mead. The vicar himself suggests life might improve without him. Two confessions, too many motives, every neighbor suspicious. Absurd, utterly. But that's the point. Miss Marple isn't shocked. She observes, she calculates, she shifts through gossip and floral arrangements until the answer reveals itself. She is not a real person, she is a proxy, a stand in for us. Quietly detached, dainty in judgment, deadly in perception. Christie's most iconic work, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, is set in yet another sleepy village, King's Abbot. Narrated by Doctor James Shepherd, who serves as a stand in Watson, the suspects trickle in like actors to a rehearsed play. A hunter, a butler, a lady with secrets. Each obeys the unwritten laws of social rank, and none of them feel quite real. That's not a flaw, that is the trick. Christie was not sketching portraits, she was laying traps. Even the critics knew it. The Scotsman noted, everyone seemed to have a secret up their sleeves, and the observer praised her mastery of red herrings and false clues. But nobody commented on her characters as people, because they weren't. They were chess pieces, parts of a game. The Golden Age novel is a sealed system. A country manor, a murder, a cast of archetypes, a detective who never feels too much. It's a quiz, a parlor trick, a crossword where the answers are corpses and the clues were gloves. So perhaps the most interesting question is this: can a detective story be great without being realistic? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to the Criminal Imagination if you want to delve deep into crime, mystery, and the minds behind them. Until next time, keep your clues sharp and your suspects closer.